start LO2 today, and it comprises of 4 assessment criteria, that is from 2.1 till 2D1. Explain the difference between quality control and quality assurance. In the last lecture, when we did lecture number 2, we did the definitions of the quality control, assurance, TQM, and so on. Now we are going to talk about its components. Proactive, what it means first. Proactive means we are not going to only talk about something, we will be taking measures about it, about something which we need to resolve. We will be taking action on it. So QA or quality assurance is a proactive managerial approach aimed at preventing defects and ensuring quality throughout the production process. It involves establishing systematic processes, procedures, and standards to be followed during the production or service delivery stages. So, all the process which is going on in the making of the production, the QA is utilized when we have to take the action according to proactive measures. That is, when we have to do something. We are not going to assume. For example, in a software development, quality assurance might involve setting coding standards, defining testing protocols, and conducting regular process audits to ensure that the development process is followed correctly and consistently. That is, we are going to do the checking again and again so that in the end, the product should be errorless and we should have the best quality out of it. Then we have responsibility of the whole workforce. Now, on the organization to or the firm, it's a responsibility, a big task that how they have to unite, conjoin the whole workforce because the employees are working, the managers are working, everybody is working there. For example, in a manufacturing company, QA might include training all employees on the quality standards and procedures, conducting regular process reviews, and encouraging workers to report any deviations or issues they notice. So, how they can inculcate QA in employees, in the managers, in the workforce by conducting different workshops, by training them, by giving them the knowledge and skill about it. And then, if a problem occurs, they can tell you, they can inform you, the top level management. Process oriented. What it means, it is concerned with how the product is made, how services are delivered, and how the processes are managed. So the question how is always asked in process oriented. That is, whatever the procedure is going on, whatever the price would be, how it is going to be in the market, how the resources are going to be managed, how the people are going to be satisfied with the product quality, everything is asked over here. For example, in a pharmaceutical company, it might involve validating manufacturing processes to ensure that every batch of medication is produced under the same conditions, leading to consistent quality. That is why pharmaceutical companies have to abide by the legal frameworks and regulatory bodies, that is FDA, because every person or whosoever is in need of that medicine or that product is going to be safe from the side effects. Then we have focus on prevention. That is, if we have to take precautionary measures beforehand, then in the end, the product quality is going to be excellent and there is not going to be return or a problem from the consumers. For example, in the food industry, it might involve setting up hazard analysis critical control points. This is an abbreviation for HAC. This is used in the food industry by the food authorities to prevent contamination during food processing, the one which we use the tinned chickpeas, sweet corns, and so on, the mushrooms. They have a process during it when it is being made and canned into the packed food. This system identifies potential hazards and implements controls at critical points to prevent problems before they occur. What happens is many people, they do not consider that we cannot utilize the water which is in the tins of mushrooms, corns, and different food items which we take because it is included with some chemicals. That is how it is preserved. So you have to first wash it and then you can consume it. Occurs before and during processes. Now, activities take place before and during the production process. The goal is to establish quality standards and monitor the process continuously to ensure that it adheres to these standards which are abided by the government and the policymakers. For example, in the construction project, it might involve developing a quality management plan before construction begins, followed by regular inspection and audits during construction to ensure that all processes adhere to the plan. If literally one thing gets disseminated with the plan, the whole construction, building, or the house, or whatever you're constructing can literally get destroyed in seconds. That is why there are people, foremen at the site, which are overlooking everything from an eye of a leader. Now we are done with the points of quality assurance, which is present in your indicative content. We are moving towards quality control. Reactive and corrective tool. If you remember, we did the proactive in QA, in quality assurance. Now, reactive means we have to take a reaction. We have to react on it. It is an approach that focuses on identifying and correcting the defects in the products or services after they have been produced. Once they are made, once they are delivered, once they are ready to be displayed to the consumers in different shops and grocery stores, we have to see what will be the outcome of it. It is concerned with ensuring that the final product meets quality standards before it delivered to the consumer. For example, in a car manufacturing plant, QC might involve inspecting each car after assembly to ensure that it meets safety and performance standards. If a defect is occurred during it or found, the car is sent back for the refurb or repair. I gave you the examples of Toyota Motors and General Motors a lot of time. That is the best example for QC. Then we have product oriented. QC is primarily concerned with the what. The QA was concerned with how. This is with the what. That is, what will be the products utilized in the making, how, what will be the resources utilized, what will be the expense occurring on a product. So everything is going to this heading. For example, in an electronics manufacturing company, it might involve testing product. For example, smartphone, laptops, anything. To ensure it functions correctly, it has no defects and meets all the technical specifications. Now, there are many local companies which are coming up with the phone brands. So, problem occurs with them. And their speakers and the microphones too. Then what do we have? We have ensures the product meets specifications. Whatever the specifications we have designed for the product, we need to see whatever the product we have made, we need to see that whatever the specifications are or for it, whether they are abiding by or not. Because sometimes what happens is we have stated in the product label and exclamation mark, but in the end, it is not fulfilled. For example, in the pharmaceutical industry, QC might involve testing samples from a batch of a medication to ensure they contain the correct dosage of active ingredients and are free from contamination. Before delivering it to the consumer or to the retailers or to the suppliers, further to be held with the consumers, we need to test the product beforehand. Just like when we go into the malls, the makeup in the makeup shops, there are people who have testers with them, and we can test the product first. So QA and QC are complementary but distinct approaches. They come up with together in an organization, but they have a unique qualities with them. QA is proactive, whereas QC is reactive. And in QA, we always go for how question, and in QC, we always go for what questions. So both are essential for delivering the high quality products and services that meet the consumer expectations. 2.2, analyze how a specific manufacturing organization uses quality control system. Now, in your indicative content and roadmap, they have two assessment criteria for it. First, we will discuss about manufacturing, and then we will do the examples for the service organization. Every point is mentioned already in your indicative content. You need to take care while attending the questions. For the manufacturing sector, I selected Britannia Superfine. This is a very, literally a famous brand. We use biscuits out of it, the Kellogg's, not the Kellogg's, the granola bars and different stuff out of it. So we will be doing the points according to this brand, that is Britannia. Product quality testing. Britannia Superfine implements rigorous quality control measures to ensure that its flour products meet stringent quality standards. This includes conducting tests for parameters such as moisture content, protein content, gluten strength, and practical size distribution. Like the people who are on diet, they don't go for the regular biscuits and stuff or the chips. They always go for the one which are gluten-free and they are keto-friendly. And with that, they always try to go for the sugar-free products. Through regular testing, the company ensures that its flour consistently meets the desired specifications for baking performance and nutritional value. Because their first raw material is always a flour, white flour, that is why they need to be very sure that the quality is excellent. because now we can get easily the coconut flour, the almond flour, and so on, the quinoa. So the brand manifests itself accordingly. Process monitoring and control. The company employs advanced process monitoring and control system to maintain consistency in flour production. Automated sensors and instruments are used to monitor the key process variables such as temperature, humidity, and mixing time. If you have seen the food factory videos, which were available in National Geographic Channel and Discovery Channel, now on the YouTube too, there you used to show us the food factories. You used to have big ovens and everything was going on according to the automation. By closely monitoring these parameters, Britannia Superfine can detect the deviations from the optimal conditions early and make real-time adjustments to ensure the product quality and consistency. Quality assurance programs. Britannia Superfine adheres to strengthen quality assurance programs, including adherence to the food safety regulations. We did the HAP, the industry standards. The company maintains certifications such as ISO 22000. Generally, we always go for ISO 26999, but this is what is used in the food industry, which demonstrates its commitment to food safety management. So we need to see that all the food industries where we are taking the food from, whether they are certified by ISO 22000. Quality assurance protocols encompass various aspects of production, storage, and distribution to mitigate risks associated with the contamination, spoilage, and adulteration. So we need to see that the product is cruelty free and everything is perfectly fine with it. Because what happens is we, in the end, do consume food and stuff like that, but it could cause a lot of problems to us. Super quality management, supplier quality management. We have a very crucial relationship with the producer and the supplier all the time. So we need to select the suppliers first, and then we can talk about the quality management as a whole, because under this, we are going to talk about QA, QC, and UQM too. To maintain consistent quality across its supply chain is relation from the supplier to the consumer, whosoever is accompanied in that process is going to be under the supply chain. Britannia Superfine implements robust supplier quality management practices. This includes conducting supplier audits, that is, we have to have a proper check and balance with the suppliers, assessing the supplier performance, whether they are delivering us on time, whether we are going up with the perfect credit purchases, because we do get the time of 30 days. First, we can get the raw material, we can utilize it, and after 30 days, we can pay them. And sometimes it is 15 days too. And ensuring the raw materials meet specified quality criteria. The quality criteria is very important in every aspect. By partnering with the reliable suppliers and enforcing strict quality requirements, Britannia Superfine minimizes the risk of sourcing inferior ingredients that could compromise the quality of its flour products. There are two kinds of terminologies in economics too, and business as well: inferior products and superior as well. So inferior products or inferior elasticity means that the products which are not readily available and is being utilized by most of the population, they should be of excellent quality, because if a person accumulates it, use it, it can harm the health. Continuous improvement initiatives. Whether we are going for QC, QA, or any department of the organization, whether it's a human resource department, research and development department, IT, we need to go for the fact that the improvement is necessary. We cannot stick to one method, quality, people. We have to recruit again and again because there is a new talent coming. Britannia Superfine fosters a culture of continuous improvement by encouraging employee involvement. That is, we have to make them feel motivated and tell them that you too are important asset of our organization. In quality enhancement initiatives, employees are empowered to identify areas for improvement. That is because they are the one who are directly impacted with whatever is going on in the production house. So we need to ask them what is going on, if there is a problem or not. Propose solutions and implement process enhancement. If there is a problem, we can come up with the solutions and do it worldwide wherever the branches are, or even in the organization too, if it's a small SME or a large incorporate organization. Through the initiatives such as Lean, Six Sigma, and Kaizen, these are the two methods. Six Sigma And there are others as well, which are utilized by the organization to see the working conditions of the organization, whether everything is going smooth or not. The company continuously seeks to streamline operations, eliminate waste, and optimize product quality and efficiency. Because the goal is profit maximization, having a high revenue, making the product favorable to everyone, making the consumer loyalty the excellent base, and being efficient in all aspects. But that, how we achieve it? By using the resources way too efficiently. Overall, Britannia Superfine's robust quality control system enable it consistently deliver premium quality flour products that meet the expectations of its consumers and uphold its reputation for excellence in the market. And they have a good reputation because of their control system which is going on. These are the references, and that's it for today's lecture. We did two of the assessment criteria today, and two are left. 2.3, that is service organization. Definitely, I'll be giving the example of the resort or a hotel here, and we will be reviewing the assurance system of an organization. And again, although your teacher will tell you that in the assignment you can only work with small, medium enterprise, that is giving the example, but in the lecture, I'll try to add that as well. Okay.